In this video, we're going to look at implementing an automated cart abandon follow-up. When selling products online, people may fall out during the checkout process and not complete their order. This is just something that comes with the territory, which is similar to the fact that people will unsubscribe from your lists occasionally. By implementing an automated follow-up when people fail to complete their purchase, we can recoup sales that would have otherwise never occurred. So in this video, we're going to look at modifying an existing campaign structure, configuring a link click goal, and setting cart abandon follow-up. In this example, let's pretend that we have something that looks like this. Somebody opts in, there's a main sales sequence, and that's driving them to purchase. And we're going to add a cart abandon. So the first thing that we want to go ahead and do is disconnect this purchase goal, give ourselves some more space, and we need to drag out a new link click goal. And then another sequence. In this video, we're going to look at implementing an automated cart abandon follow-up. When selling products online, people may fall out during the checkout process and not complete their order. This is just something that comes with the territory, which is similar to the fact that people will unsubscribe from your lists occasionally. By implementing an automated follow-up when people fail to complete their purchase, we can recoup sales that would have otherwise never occurred. So in this video, we're going to look at modifying an existing campaign structure, configuring a link click goal, and setting cart abandon follow-up. In this example, let's pretend that we have something that looks like this. Somebody opts in, there's a main sales sequence, and that's driving them to purchase. And we're going to add a cart abandon in the middle of this process. So the first thing that we want to go ahead and do is disconnect this purchase goal, give ourselves some more space, and we need to drag out a new link click goal. And then another sequence. Okay. So now that we've got the structure here, we need to configure this link click goal. So we're going to double click into it, and we're going to click on every link for people to check out within these emails here. So obviously, these are just some examples here, but the point is you're most likely going to have more than one link to check out or make the purchase from each of these emails. So you want to make sure that this link click goal is configured for every link in every email where people can go buy. Now we're going to set up the cart abandon automation. So we're going to double click into this sequence. First thing we're going to do is set a date timer. And depending on how long your checkout experience is, you may want to adjust this. I'm going to recommend maybe about a 10-minute delay. You could do up to 30. It's entirely up to you. And we're going to have this run during normal business hours here in the context time zone. And this is important. The email has to be believable that somebody actually stopped, went to go ahead and send you an email. So now we're going to go ahead and connect the email step. And in this email, it's going to be designed to look like it came from an individual. And the main call to action is actually not to make a purchase. So the subject line says everything okay. And then we can say something like, hey, first name, wanted to see if you had any questions on widget A. I think that's what we're selling here. On widget A. If so, please reply and let me know. Have a great, and then we're going to merge in the day of the week. By putting in the day of the week, it feels a lot more personal, and it can be harder for people to figure out that this was an automated email. And then we're also going to modify the link text to, again, make it feel like it's a more personal email here. Now the last thing we're going to do here is in the PS, we do still want to go ahead and give them a link back to finish their purchase, because that's the whole kind of point here. So at the end of the day, we're trying to get more sales, and this email should do that either by having people reply and then a human can help close the deal, or just by providing the link again, they're going to go ahead and finish the purchase. And then we can link this to the particular order form that they're going to. And there you go. We can now mark this email as ready. And now we can mark the sequence itself as ready too. One other thing that you might want to do is put a delay after this email to give the person some time to reply and actually recover the sale. So now, when somebody clicks to the order form from any of these sales emails, the link click goal sees this behavior and adds them to the abandon sequence. And if a purchase doesn't come through before that timer, then the recovery email is going to be delivered. Now what if you want to implement a cart abandon follow-up without stopping the primary sequence? Because that's how this will function right now. When somebody clicks, this sequence will stop and this will begin. What if you want this to always run until they make a purchase? In that case, what you can do is you can actually isolate the cart abandon to start from a tag goal here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click. I'm just going to convert this into a tag goal for right now. And now what we can do is we can create some kind of functional tag that says they're clicking to the order form. There you go. Visited the order form. And now within these emails here, we would simply want to apply that tag when people are clicking on the link. And to be consistent with everything else, we'll use the same order form. And there you go. So now this will apply the tag upon click. Same thing for any other normal link here. And again, we'll just be consistent. So now if they click on either one of these links, it's going to apply a tag. And then, of course, you'll want to make sure that you update the links in the rest of the emails here. But that tag will then kick off this cart abandon. But they'll still be in the main sales sequence. So keep that in mind depending on the kind of experience you're looking to generate. Now we can also add in extra emails to this abandon sequence if we want to extend the recovery process. For example, in these emails, we can address common objections, maybe add some extra purchase bonuses, maybe deliver a discount code, and so on. Now, just to point it out one more time, while this recovery email is automated, for best results, it should not feel automated. Rather, it should just happen to show up at the perfect time. That's why we're recommending that we encourage people to reply, so we can close the sale individually for those who bubble up. For a template similar to this video, download the Turn Abandoned Carts into Sales campaign from Infusionsoft's Marketplace.